We are here in the West Garo Hills, Dalu constituency, and we have with us Sengkal A. Sangma, who is the candidate of the TMC. Sir, thank you for giving us the time. Sir, can you just tell us what are the core issues your constituency is facing from last 5 years at least?
Okay. You know that Dalu is the smallest constituency in area and population, and there are lots of issues are there. First, we don't have a good education system, and we don't have any medical facilities, and we don't have a road and communication, and we don't have a good drinking water facilities, which is main problem in Dalu area, especially in the lowland. And you know that we are living in the extreme border of Bangladesh. From here it's just about only 2 or 3 kilometers from here, and we have problem with, like in electricity. These are the main things which we need to be done.
Okay, sir. There is a scheme called Jal Jeevan Yojana, which is from the central government itself.
Yes.
Did that scheme didn't reach the interior places of your constituency, Dalu?
Yeah, I heard that in some places they're just constructing, but in some area when I visited to some other places, and when we asked and try to interact with the area, like at Doriapara is under our constituency. When I went there and I asked to them, they said that when I asked to them that is there any facility of drinking water, and when I talk about the Jal Jeevan mission, but they don't know anything about Jal Jeevan mission. And when I told them that it is already came to Dalu area also, and construction is going in every places, and they said that yes, it is come, but they said that it is from the PhD department, but this is not the Jal Jeevan. But that's why I told them no, it should be Jal Jeevan. But they said that, but I didn't went there. But they told me if I go there, I can find it. They have prepared that old tanky, the water tanky, and they have connected with the pipe to the villages, and many other places are there. I don't know what about the system of that, the connectivity of the pipe to the household. And when I go to Galmatamgri, they're connected with the rubber, and no any platform, and that one also leaking. And even that their Ringrampara. And when I visit to Rengshipara, and when I ask about the Jal Jeevan, they don't know anything about Jal Jeevan. Until now, so they don't have any news about the Jal Jeevan. Then I told them, no, this is for all the villages, for all the household. They should have this Jal Jeevan. In my area also, actually I am from Kujikura. Nearby my house only, resident only, just started, okay, construction is going on, but not yet complete. But if you go and see that place, you can see that place, and you'll find what is the system of the Jal Jeevan, the mission. In many places are there, they didn't know about the Jal Jeevan.
So, sir, what about the entire village roads which are there? Are they well constructed? Are they in a position where people can move, ambulances can move in a thorough manner, or is there still development is needed?
Still more. It's out of question about the road and communication. You're talking about the ambulance. It's a horrible condition. If you go to that place, especially during the time of rainy season, those who are coming from the remote area, especially the school children. The main thing is road and communication. Maximum the students, they are coming from the remote area. And if you go to that place and if you see, you will be you will be you will be the pet.
We'll feel pity
for them.
Yes.
And then the condition of the road, what I can say, it's a horrible condition. And I'm not going to say about 5 years that the development. The 20 years, within 20 years back, I've been observing, till today, we haven't seen any changes in Dalu area.
Sir, one more point, you said that there is a shortage of electricity.
Yes.
So a lot of load shedding can be observed in your constituency. Meghalaya is a state who is providing electricity to the other states. So why is it we are saying that Meghalaya itself is facing a problem of shortage of electricity in their own states, districts or constituencies?
See, even my area, in my area, Dalu, if you go to this Galanda Gatam, in the Galanda Para, till today they don't have any electricity. If you go there, you can see more than, I think, 30 households. They don't have any electricity. But I think from the center they have provided solar, okay. And 2-3 years back, nearby that Chanduboy and Magupara area, within that area itself, 30 households are there, 35 households there. 2-3 years back, I went there. 2017. When I went there, I showed that there is no any electricity. So when I take up that problem, and I went to the office, to Tura, main office, and within 2-3 months, they came for survey. Then within 6 months, now it is electrified. But I'm really sorry for this Galanda. Till today, they don't have any electricity. Yes. And you're talking about the fluctuation of that. Yeah, it is obviously it is happening here in Dalu area. And you know, the problem is Dalu is such a hot, during the time of hot summer season, it's very hot, which you cannot able to stay or you cannot bear with that hot. Sometimes it is 35 and 37 degrees. So in such kind of cases, we Dalu people are facing lots of problem. We have inverter, we have generator, but how long it will last? This is only for the time being used to, you apply this one or we use for that purpose only. But whole day means whole night we cannot able to use that. No. So the fluctuation is going every now and then. And once the rains drop, that time the light is going. I just want to ask, what is the problem with this? And now also we don't have no current on Saturday.
So there's no current on Saturdays?
Yes, Saturday.
That is fixed?
Fixed. I don't know why, for what reason they have fixed this one. When we asked to MHL, they said Sai company. When we go to the Sai company, they said MHL. When we asked, but actual reason is what is there, actually we want to know that one. Yes. The public wants to know that. Yeah.
Yes. Sir, unemployment is another situation which we had witnessed last year. There was a protest in Meghalaya.
Yes.
So what is the situation in Dalu, in your constitution, regarding unemployment, sir?
This unemployment, no. Sometimes we are getting fed up. They're talking about employment and they will create this and that, and you know that they have said that education is the first priority. But when we come, see, it is the duty of, I think, from the administrative side, they have to give more consideration for the education system, and especially the more development have to be needed. If you go to our area, visit to that area, especially in the remote area, especially the government LP school, we have found that the roofs are leaking. No more the CIC, and no more bench to sit, no more bench and desk to sit, and there is no doors in windows. many kids will get inside during the time of summer and for the shelter. When it's rains, so automatically the students will remain absent. So the teacher will be, there will be no more class. Though teachers, they want to continue the classes, but they cannot able to continue the classes because of that situation only. Still more are there in our area. But just reason that means in our nearby. Then another thing is, the problem is, in one schools they have 60-70 students, and in some classes they have 5 or 6, 7 classes, but only 2 teachers, and in some school they have one single teacher only
Appointed.
So then how it can be developed and how the education system can be improved? That's the problem actually. The students facing problem, because we can see in private schools, but one teacher, a single teacher, how can handle all the classes? So that is also the problem which the students are facing and cannot able to improve the education system. That is what I think.
Sir, we can see there is a high rate of school dropouts in Meghalaya. From class 1 to 10, there's a very high rate of school dropouts in Meghalaya. So, sir, can you just state what could be the reason behind this dropout?
Okay. The dropout students which I found in many, especially in our areas, we can able to see many dropout students are there. When we find out the reasons are there. Like from the government side, how much they're getting help from the government side, they don't know. But especially in our area, many families are there. And you know that in our family, especially in the Gar family, we have lots of students. The children are there, not only 1 and 2, more than 5 and 6. Or in some other family, they have more than even 10 also. So to maintain the family member, we need lots of that financial aid. So in that case, though they are service, but these 3, 6 and 7, the family members cannot able to run by single with that single financial aid. And especially among the families, especially the poor people, they have lots of family members. And if they want to send their children to the school, but because of that financial problem, they cannot able to send them. And some are there which they cannot able to continue because of that financial problem, which they cannot buy the books, uniforms and all. Especially we have lots of the schools are there, but only few schools are here which we can able to say that they are doing good. But many are there, but that one is
They don't have teachers?
Teachers are there, but they don't have good. They are not getting any facilities from the government, and the teachers, though they are, but I don't know what the system of teaching. What the teaching systems are they are following, that one I don't know. The students, when we ask sometimes, the problems, they are facing lots of problems. The huge problems, I know that. And moreover, you know that nowadays the problem is with especially the youths. Youth problems, you know. The dropout students start from just before COVID-19 also, and once the COVID-19 broke out, COVID-19 broke out in the country, then that is also one kind of reason I think now many the dropout students we can able to see because of that online classes.
Sir, many of them has commented that the past government have done a lot of corruptions for which the state is also facing some issues in part of education, in part of health and the infrastructure. So what do you comment on that?
See, I cannot able to say a specific part of that, like this education and the medical, but when we think about all these are not on that means all this department.
Yes.
We can, when we go to that the subject, that only we come to know that there's so many things are lagging behind which we need to develop and we need to improve. We are not getting any facility, I'm telling you the right. So when we see nothing has been done from the government side, then that time we can come to know that the corruption is there. When we go to the other department, if we see that there is no any facilities is not available, then that time we can able to see that this part is the corruption is going on this department. When we could go to that other department, if we didn't see any the development or not able to see any good infrastructure and all, and no any facilities are not found, then that time we can able to see. So overall we can see each and every department, I think, corruption is.
Recently, sir, the Honorable Home Minister of India, Shri Amit Shah, also commented that Meghalaya to be the most corrupted states in the entire India. So what do you say on that?
If he said that, then who is running the center? Who is in the center? They are in the center now. They are funding to the states. After funding to the state, then why they didn't say anything to the state? Why they are not doing the inquiry about that one? If they have found that, if they have said that they have given lots of funding to the states, then where is the financial? Where it is going? They have to find out then. They have to investigate about that funding. If he has said that Meghalaya is the corrupted state, they are the one who is in the center and giving the funds to the state. So they should know better than me, right? So they have to find out where is the money is going, where they are implementing the money. They should come to know and they should have to find out that problem or where corruption is going, right?
Okay. People of your constituency votes for you and you come to power. What are the steps, the initial steps you are going to take?
For the development of any area, first we need education. The education should be developed first, then only we can improve or we can develop the area. And to improve that one, we need to set the infrastructure, good infrastructure for the students or for the schools, and we need to we need to construct the road and communication, because especially in our remote area, especially the remote area, the schools only up to class 5. They have to, after passing that 5, they have to leave that place to class 6 and 7 and 8. To get that further study, they have to come to the proper Dalu area. So in that case, we need to construct road and communication first to the villages. If we have a good connectivity of road and transport communication, then I think this will be the easier way of developing of the area. And here, you know that we are living in the extreme border of Bangladesh, and we need to, sometimes we feel that insecure. You know, that thief in the night, stealing our bikes, stealing our cattle. And recently it's happened because of the 11 to 1 person died. Until today they don't have any action. When I ask the family member, they're asking to submit something, this and that. So they are poor family, they don't have any idea and all. So somebody should be there to help them. And here in the border, when you go to the border area, there is fencing is there, but it's covered by jungle. You cannot able to see the string and all. And when you go to that the Jalufara, Trefani, which is extreme border of Dalu, where BSF camp is there, where you can see the war memorial. There, just close to that Bangladesh, and there was river is here. The people from Bangladesh are coming. If we go to there, and we can talk each other also. But there is no any barrier and all which we can go through and for. Okay, that is also. But BSF also there. They are looking after all the things. But sometimes we feel that insecure, and then many things are happening here in Dalu area. and we need to develop the government infrastructure. For 30, 40 years, 50 years back, the same things remaining till today. We haven't seen any changes. Whatever you can see, the changes like building and all, this is personal development. So we need more to develop, like we have the raw materials are available here in Dalu area, like lemons, cashew, ginger and all. If we can sell it in a good prices, and to bring from the remote area, if there will be an easy mode of transportation, then at least they can sell it in a good amount. But because of that facility, they have to carry by on their heads, on their shoulders. It's a very problem to them, where there is no any facility to bring the things. And not only that, many things are here. If I selected in this election for the leader of Dalu, then my aim is to first to develop the education system, road and communication, and medical facilities, because many the women, they are dying because during the time of delivery cases. They don't have a good facility of carrying up them to the hospital. They have to carry in that, in a stretcher, but they have to make for themselves with that half bamboo. And another thing is we don't have here in Dalu. We have a CSC, okay, but no any facility of transportation. Like we don't have a 108, and we have one number or two numbers like ambulance. But according to me, as the population is growing and the pregnancy, mother and delivery is everywhere conducting in a day, which I found, because sometimes during the time of delivery they are dying because of that reason, which they cannot bring it in the time. That is also one reason. And if I become the MLA, then I will try to provide the good facility, drinking water facility, and then whatever that I told you, that every now and then the electricity is fluctuation is going on, and that load shedding every Saturday, that will be I'll stop that one, and we'll see the Jal Jeevan mission after the winning of them, and once we can form the government, then we will see all these things. We will try to do in a good manner. Because why people are voted? Why people are voted? At least they hope that they will get something from the government side. So when we say government is our own government. We public, we are giving the vote. So this is not only for the particular person's government. This is for all the public. So public should get the facility. Each and every household, each and every public should get each and every facility, whatever the centers and the state is. The facilities giving to the public. Every citizens of Dalu, every voters or family members should every facilities, whatever the government giving any kind of facilities. That's what I want to do.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for speaking to us to both side news. And here we had the TMC candidate for Dalu constituency. Give him all best of wishes for the upcoming elections. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So now you're watching both side news. Keep watching and subscribe and follow us in Facebook and Instagram.